It is February 6th, 2025, Moneyline Grind. I'm your boy Dame here with more free picks for you that help you win money. We got three picks for tonight, small slate, but we're bringing back the Ladder Challenge. The Ladder Challenge is where we double our money for 10 days and take something like $10 and turn it into $10,000. We've got up to day 5 earlier this season, then we got up to day 2, day 3, we took a break, and now we're back with day 1. So 3 picks, including the Ladder Challenge. But let's do a quick recap. Last night, 2-1. We'll clap it up to that because we came very close to a sweep. We've hit 6 of our last 8 picks, which is exactly where we want to be. If we do 6 and 8 all day, we'll be great. We'll be rich is what we'll be. Almost had the sweep. We needed Ja Morant to get at least 31 points plus assists. He finishes with 30, does not play the fourth quarter. So that's a good read. Didn't expect all the players to be out for the Raptors, which kind of contributed to why this was a blowout, and they didn't need Ja Morant in the fourth quarter. Other than that, we had Micic, who he didn't play. I guess he had an ankle injury, so that bet was voided, although it would have hit. Nick Smith Jr. killed it, and I think Micic would have done better. But our 2 wins came from Michael Porter Jr. We did a step-up bet where we put 1 unit on Michael Porter to hit at least 3 threes, and then we put 3/4 of a unit, 0.75 of a unit, for him to hit 4 threes at plus 170. I think he had 5 or 6 threes at the end of the game. We finished the day up over a unit, which is solid considering we only put 3-4 picks out, really. But let's talk about tonight. Let's get into it because I'm going to the kitchen. And I'm looking Chef in the eye. I'm looking Steph Curry in the eye, and I'm saying, get out of the kitchen, Chef. Get out of here. You're not cooking like we used to see you cook anymore. You lost a little bit of flavor, a little bit of step. I'm taking the fade, the under, 31.5 points plus rebounds. Minus 115. They're playing the Lakers tonight. He's under 32 points plus rebounds in 10 of his last 12 games. 2 of those games, he had 33 PR, so he barely got there in 2 of those games. He's averaging 26.5 PR in the 2 games versus the Lakers. Both games with only 1 rebound, however. So he's going to need to stack up some points here, which may be difficult. He's averaging 22.7 points plus rebounds in his last 9 and only 1.4 rebounds in total in his last 4. Lakers allow the 7th fewest points per game and 3rd fewest rebounds per game to opposing point guards. And I actually think this has some blowout potential so that he might not even play 30-plus minutes. Not sure if Jimmy Butler is going to be available to play for the Warriors tonight, but they're still missing Wiggins. They got rid of Schroeder. So there's going to be a transitional period here where they get to know how to play each other if Jimmy Butler even is in on court. Second pick, I like this one a lot. I don't know why the odds are so good here. Kawhi Leonard, 6 or more rebounds, minus 105. I also like his PR at over 23.5, but that's minus 140. So let's get some value here. He's had 6 rebounds in 4 of his last 4 games, so 4 in a row. He hasn't played 30 minutes at all this season, but his numbers are trending up. Last game was a blowout against the Lakers, only like 22 minutes. We won't count that. Indiana allows the 11th most rebounds to opposing teams, so a little bit worse than halfway there. And then 13th worst rebounds to opposing small forwards. However, 6th most rebounds to opposing power forwards. Kawhi kind of dabbles in both, depending if Derrick Jones Jr. is in the lineup or where they play Powell. I always consider Kawhi a small forward, but he'll be in the mix. They give up a lot more rebounds to the bigger guys than the smaller guys. And I just think when we take Kawhi rebound props, we've been ultra successful. You might have remembered every time we do, I always say, Boardman gets paid, as he's famous for that one story about him being weird in practice. And now, the ladder challenge. I swear I love all these ladder bets. Last time he lost a ladder bet, I needed Luke Kennard to score 10 points, which he had done 13 out of 13 times when playing like over 22 minutes. But the one time he put him on the ladder, he did not. That's not going to happen today. I got Naz Reid, at least 2 or more three-pointers made. He's hit at least 2 threes in 9 of his last 10, averaging 3.6 three-pointers made during that time on 56% shooting. Are you kidding me? And he went extended out. Over the last 14 games, he's hit at least 2 threes 13 times. So the odds are there. This is what he does. It's only 2. We only need 2 of them. And we're going to compare that with Podziemski of the Warriors. 2 or more three-pointers made. He had a good game last game. We'll talk about it. He's hit 2 or more three-pointers in 8 of his last 10, shooting 43% on those. His two misses, he only played 11 minutes in one game and 18 minutes on the other. So he's going to play. He's going to definitely be in the 20s, mid 20s, maybe 30s. He's averaging 6.8 3-pointer attempts in his last 6. So if he's shooting 40%, I think we got it, right? Because 40% of, I don't know, 7, it's over 2, I'll tell you that. It's closer to 3. Lakers allow 5th most threes from opposing shooting guards, and we should see an increase of minutes and shots, because I don't think Jimmy Butler plays today, and even if he does, he's probably going to come in and be a more facilitator. And I just don't know where the offense will really come from for the Warriors, especially with Curry struggling. I think that JJ Redick as a coach may have some ideas on how to stop some of these plays and actions that run Curry off a bunch of screens, since that's how JJ used to play. So I think we have some insight there, which will leave Podziemski with the ball a little bit more, and he's going to have to be aggressive. His shot attempts go up along with the minutes he plays, as it should. But just considering no Dennis Schroeder, no Wiggins, I don't think Butler plays. The ball's going to be in his hand a little bit more, and he's going to have to score. Bright light to LA might get the best of him. We'll see. Those are my picks for tonight. I got some parlays for you, man. These are not checked on the record. I put them out there. They're mostly lotteries, except for the first one, which I'll call a practical parlay. Now, this was almost my ladder bet, so I'll share it here. I held back because Buddy Hield is just not the most consistent guy. This is plus 104. Hield to score over 14.5 points, and then Hield 3 3-pointers made. As you can see, taking Podziemski just 2 3-pointers made just seemed a lot easier and paired with Naz Reid. So I went that way. And then for my last 2 parlays, I got another 3-leg, another, I guess, practical parlay, I'll call it, plus 383. Michael Porter Jr., at least 6 rebounds. Denver Nuggets -8. Porzingis under 27.5 PR. I think Dallas is gonna give Boston a run for their money today, especially if Anthony Davis plays. If Anthony Davis plays, I'm putting out another lotto that includes the Mavericks money line. But on this Super Lotto parlay, 3-leg moonshot here, I do take a Dallas alternate spread. That's Dallas plus 4.5. Their spread was plus 11. So I'm cutting that more than half because I do think they'll be able to compete tonight, even in Boston. Ant-Man, 40 or more. He had 49 last night. Should have 51. They jerked him on something there. And then Denver, alternate spread minus 10.5. They're at home. Even though they're on a back-to-back, I really like them at home. $10 wins you $3.90 there. And that is all I got, my people, mi gente. I hit you guys with 2 picks and a ladder for 3 in total. Hopefully we can keep the momentum going throughout the rest of the week. We are 6 out of our last 8. I would love to go 9 of our last 11 and maybe throw in a parlay in there just to sprinkle that in. Next week is going to be a light week for me. I look forward to enjoying it, although I will put out some all-star picks for like some of the competitions. I typically do decent on those. I'll get like the slam dunk winner or the all-star game MVP. I already know who I want for the all-star game MVP. Easy pick, but I'm not going to share it yet because I haven't put a bet on it and I don't want the odds to rise. Best of luck tonight. Let's get that money.